Did you know that research tells us we have between 12,000 and 100,000 thoughts a day? And at 80 to 85% of those thoughts are negative. Oh my gosh, what do we do with all of these thoughts? All this stuff going on inside of us. That is our topic of session 4, lesson 4 in the restored acronym, thoughts. And the Bible teaches us in 2 Corinthians 10 to take every thought captive. And maybe you can quote that verse, but do you know how to do it? Do you have a practical way of discerning the source of your thoughts? Do you know where thoughts come from? There's really only 3 sources, and we talk about that in this teaching. So, really excited to share lesson 4, thoughts. We must understand and practice this ability of taking our thoughts captive to discern where our thoughts come from. So we begin to put all the pieces together from relationship, enemy, and separation. And this is where we get very practical to begin to put into practice the concepts and understanding that we've talked about up to this point in the teaching series. So lesson 4 is where the rubber meets the road, and we really begin to take time to dive into what Paul says in 2 Corinthians. And he tells us that the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but they're mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. So how do we do that? That's what this teaching is all about. Life-changing stuff. Seriously, guys. So I'm excited to share this with you. As always in this series, what I'm going to do is put a link to a teaching that I did back in 2016. It is a audio teaching here on YouTube, completely free. Want you to take the time to receive this teaching. It will help you, I promise you. But also, if you're interested in diving a little deeper, I do have in the description of this video, there's links to the book, Restored 8 Truths for Freedom in Christ, that is available through Amazon. It is in Kindle, paperback, and the Audible version, and I read the book in Audible. There's also in the links there in the description, an online video course with a downloadable workbook where I've taught through all of this material. So if you're interested in spending a little money and going deeper into these concepts, those resources are available. But I don't care. I just want you to receive this. So take the time today, in the next coming week, to take the time to listen to this teaching, where we begin to put all these pieces together so that we can learn how to take our thoughts captive, where thoughts come from, who are we listening to, and that helps us determine how to live our life. So excited to share these teachings with you. Thank you for joining in. If you've listened so far, if you've been with me through the first 3 teachings and you're jumping in now to teaching 4, thank you. Thank you for staying with me. Next week, we will release session 5 on obedience. So looking forward to that. But if you have missed some, here are the buttons to click or tap on your screen. In our end card, there's the previous video for our last teaching and a playlist that takes you to all of them. So take the time to check these things out. We will see you again soon. Take care.